I never meant to be so bad to you. One thing I said that I would never do. A look from you and I would fall from grace, and I would wipe the smile right from my face. Do you remember when we used to dance? And incidents arose from circumstance. One thing led to another, we were young, and we would scream together songs unsung. It was the heat of the moment, telling me what my heart meant. The heat of the moment shone in your eyes. And now you find yourself in 82. The disco hotspots hold no charm for you. You can't concern yourself with bigger things. You catch a pearl and ride the dragon's wings. 'Cause it's the heat of the moment. Heat of the moment. The heat of the moment shone in your eyes.
Good morning and Merry Christmas to all you Shirelings out there. Welcome to a very amazing, very, very special Shire Shed Christmas special. I am so very excited that you're here hanging out with me on this glorious Christmas day. Before I start to get into what tobacco I will be having this beautiful Christmas morning. Yeah, it's Christmas morning and it's the holidays, but I have this wonderful beer I've never tried before. It is the Masthead Brewing Company in Cleveland, Ohio, and it is called Sleigh All Day. And it is an IPA with spruce tips. And yeah, it's morning, but it's the holidays, so let's dive in. I mean, let's be real. Most of us need a little extra something to get through the holidays anyway. Oh boy, that's good. Ooh, that's good. Seasonal IPA was brewed with a blend of spruce tips and hops, yielding balance between tropical hop goodness, piney dankness, and a brilliant malt backbone that complements all of our favorite parts of the holidays. This is 7.5% IPA. Not too bad, but yeah, that's fantastic. So let's get into it a little bit. And instead of telling you what I am going to be smoking today, I thought I would show you. So go check this out. And here we go. As you saw, McClelland Christmas Cheer from 2004. Now, I gotta say, I'm really, really excited for this because not only is this my first time having McClellan's Christmas Cheer, it's my first time having a McClellan blend, period. Ever. Ever. So I am absolutely chuffed to bits to try this. So let's go. Wow. That is very good. Now, obviously, I'm not going to sit here and review what we've all come to know as kind of the unicorn pipe tobacco company blends. But I will give my impressions. It's fantastic. It reminds me of if Sutliff blends wanted to actually behave for me. Now, this was tinned the year I graduated high school. And it's fantastic. Zero bite. Zero. It's, I feel like it's got some perique in it for sure. It reminds me of Sutliff's Kringle Flake from last year, so 2022. Side note, I won't be getting any of this year's Kringle Flake. I think the only thing from Sutliff that dropped that would have been like a Christmas thing was Krampusnacht. I tried to get it, but you animals ended up buying it all out. So I was like, nah, screw it. It's fantastic. This is I didn't read any description on this. I didn't really get much information. I do want to say a very, very special thank you to Bobby and Sandra from New Age Pipe Smokers for sending me this. They didn't send me a whole tin or anything. They sent me probably a couple bowls worth. I'm very appreciative. So thank you, Bobby and Sandra. Much appreciated. It's very good, and I'm pushing it pretty hard, and it's not wanting to bite me. I'm having this in my Savinelli St. Nicholas 2022 673 KS. I hope that's focusing. Hopefully you'll notice that the resolution on the video is just a touch better today. And that's because I'm filming in 4K. At least I should be. If I'm not, well, I'll edit that out and you'll never see it. This is fantastic. This is there's definitely some red Virginias in it, I would say. Some perique for sure. It reminds me a lot of Kringle Flake from last year, for sure. I'm really enjoying it. There's also something else going on there, almost like a Christmas spice kind of thing. Almost like star anise or maybe some nutmeg or something. You know, it's funny. I was in my local B&M a couple days ago, and I was talking with one of my buddies that works there. And this was at the wharf, by the way, the wharf in Beaver Creek, Ohio. And I was talking to a buddy of mine that works there, and he was recounting to me when McClellan shut down. And that before they shut down, they couldn't sell McClellan stuff I mean, they could almost barely give it away. And then once McClellan announced that they were shutting their doors, a couple days later, people just came in and bought them out. It's kind of wild to think about. I feel like that would happen with any tobacco company, any blender. Like Cornell and Diehl. I feel like all you haters out there, if Cornell and Diehl shut their doors tomorrow, you'd be out buying all their crap by Tuesday afternoon. This is fantastic. In terms of holy shit, can I live without this? I could live without it. And that's a big reason why I haven't really clamored to get a hold of McClellan blends, because I was wondering if maybe I had built them up so much and others had built them up so much that, you know, maybe it would just not hit the mark because it had been built up so much. Or the thing that I was really afraid of was it being so good that I would then embark on hunting it down. And I didn't want that either. But I'm kind of pleasantly surprised that it's somewhere in the middle. I would have never imagined that being the case. This isn't the greatest thing I've ever had, but it is very, very good. That said, there are other blends that I could substitute and be perfectly content. I'm starting to get some of the tanginess from, well, from what I understand, is kind of the McClellan trademark. I didn't dry this out at all, but given that it's coming up on 20 years old, didn't really think I'd need to. By the way, this beer is fantastic. And I can't remember in my intro if I said if this was Christmas Day or Christmas Eve Day. This is Christmas Eve Day. This is not Christmas Day. At least when this video is going to be coming out. I may have misspoken, and I really just, I don't want to go back and redo it. So far, it's been a wonderful Christmas season. I could not be happier with the way that this past year has gone. It's been a relatively low stress holiday season. Not really upset about that fact. If there was any kind of weird transition there, my apologies. I had to get up and turn the record over. But yeah, it's been a wonderful holiday season. I am so very excited for Christmas Day. And, you know, I've had some people ask me like, Sonny, you're an atheist. Why do you celebrate Christmas? Well, why wouldn't I want to celebrate something that evokes such a positive feeling? Especially when the weather's dreary and cold and crappy. And why wouldn't I want to celebrate that and bring some kind of positivity into the world, regardless of what religious connotation is attached to it? Look, you guys know that I don't mince words. I don't sugarcoat shit. I am who I am. And that's what this channel is always going to be about. I won't apologize for any of it. I won't apologize when someone implies that I need to. I'm not going to apologize for who I am. I'm never going to do that. And if that means that being an atheist and celebrating Christmas makes me a weird fuck, Merry Christmas to me. But in all seriousness, we really do need some more positivity in this world. More support, more love for each other, really. And who gives a shit if I'm an atheist and I celebrate Christmas? What I do in my own home is my business. Now one could argue, hey, you're on a YouTube channel and you're kind of making it everybody's business by making these videos. Yeah, it's probably true, but once again, it's my channel and I can do whatever the hell I want with it. I'm not the type to apologize for, number one, being who I am. Number two, saying something that I meant. And those of you who know what I'm talking about specifically with that statement, you know. Anyway, I'm going to get off my soapbox with that and continue enjoying this fantastic McClellan. Holy shit. So, I do kind of want to spark a little bit of a conversation that my daughter and I, well, it got me thinking, talking with my daughter and the other night. We were trying to come up with a list of like the must-watch Christmas movies of the season. And obviously my favorite of all time is A Christmas Story. Second favorite would have to be Christmas Vacation. Chevy Chase is the man. And then probably third would be Bad/Badder Santa. With, I would say tied with that would be Violent Night. I want to know what your favorite Christmas movies are. 'Cause there are some good ones out there. And I mean really, really good Christmas movies. Classics, you know, whether it's black and white or whatever. Throw it in the comments and tell me what your favorite... Give me your top 3 favorite Christmas movies. And maybe whoever I find to be the most original or whatever. Maybe I'll message you and send you some free stuff. Maybe I'll do that. It might be beer, but probably not. It will probably be tobacco, maybe a pipe. So yeah, throw me your 3 most favorite Christmas movies of all time. Cartoon, black and white, classic, whatever. Comedy, not comedy, chick flick, whatever. Speaking of which, I have not yet watched A Christmas Story yet this year, but I will be rectifying that tonight. Very excited. I'm going to be making some, going a little different for Christmas dinner this year. I'll be making it's literally not a Christmas dish at all, but it's a Puerto Rican dish called pernil. And essentially it's just pork shoulder. And the primary seasoning, we'll call it, in that particular dish is garlic, and a lot of garlic. I believe I've got a 10-pound pork shoulder, and I'll be using about 20 cloves of garlic. But if you know me on a personal level, I don't think I've ever said this on this channel, but I love garlic. My wife is Italian. Guess what she also loves? We keep garlic around here like if we run out, we're going to die. It might as well be air. So, I'm very excited to make that. I haven't made it in a couple years, and it's one of my all-time favorite dishes. It was something that my wife's dad, my father-in-law, introduced me to, and it is just amazing. Oh, it's so good. I love pork, man, so can't really go wrong. You know, Christmas time, you can't go wrong with some Bing Crosby on the record player, or maybe Burl Ives mixed in with the Christmas mix. I really do love Christmas, guys. And I love that you're here with me, hanging out with me for Christmas. Very few people that I would rather hang out with. And you know, at the risk of sounding cheesy, I'm so glad to have this channel and have you guys here with me. Really means the world. And I could not be more grateful for all of you sticking around and just supporting me in what I'm doing here, despite some shit that went down last year. Well, I guess that would be this year. I still owe that gentleman a drink. One non-gentleman to a gentleman. I believe I'm a freak. Believe is what the terminology was. Anyway, it doesn't matter. All that to say, thank you once again for watching. I really love all of you guys, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. This dumb old ginger just, you know, kind of got to me. And having you guys here to hang out with me throughout the year, throughout the holidays, and everything else in between, it's priceless. It really is. And I'm so grateful to have every single one of you. So, with that, I will let you guys go to enjoy the rest of this beautiful Christmas holiday. And however you celebrate, whether you celebrate the birth of Jesus or you don't believe Jesus existed at all, doesn't matter. What we should be doing is supporting each other and being kind to each other and being grateful for each other. So with that, as always, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, but if you do, don't get caught. Merry Christmas, guys, and I'll see you for the next one. Bye.